Well, I thought we played well. We set the tone from the start. They're really shorthanded. They're without three of their five starters. Two of their best players. The kid Williams is a tremendous player. The kid from here in Richmond, really, really good player. They've done that every game. They kind of get down and then they're able to stick back in there and stick their nose in there a little bit and play well for a time. So overall, it was good to kind of get some of our guys some playing time and really knock the rust off some of our other guys after Christmas and get some other guys some meaningful minutes. So that was a positive, but we had gets a little rougher here these next 18 games. So turn our attention quickly to George Mason, and we got a big game up there on Friday night.
Coach, end of conference play. Have you seen improvement and growth throughout the beginning of the season?
I thought we played. I mean, they were shorthanded, but I did think we played really well tonight. We prepared well. I thought we played well. We had a great practice Christmas night, which was just kind of stunning, and our preparation today was really good. So we when we do that, we play well. And, I thought we set the tone early with our pressure, and our non-conference was pretty good, but you're judged really by how you do it in conference. And we've positioned ourselves decently, and now we've got to, win some games in league.
You've been here for 4 of the 6 NCAA tournament seasons, maybe 3. How do you think this schedule, in terms of toughness, was to previous years you've been here in conference tournament?
I think it's about this. I mean, they're all about the same. I mean, they're about the same. I think people are sleeping on our league. Like, we got 8 teams in the top 85 of the RPI right now. I said there's a lot of opportunities in our league. Now, people go, oh, they haven't won game. Well, yeah, we've beat. I mean, like UMass has beaten Temple. Like, there's some wins that are like good numeric wins. And I think what people, lose sight of sometimes is a top 50 win's a top 50 win. Whether it's over Middle Tennessee State or Arizona, it's still a top 50 win. So, we don't have a mark. Well, no. I mean, you've got, UNC Asheville's in the 60s. And they're going to, if they win a bunch of conference games, they're going to hang in there in the top, it's a top 100 win. People get so caught up in the name stuff. Our league's done a pretty good job of scheduling kind of low-risk, high-reward games. Now, we didn't do our part. We should have beaten Georgia Tech. That's not going to help us much. But I think our non-conference schedule is plenty good enough. I think our strength of schedule at one point was 13th. I think now it's dropped into the 20s or 30s. But that's clearly good enough to get in. And if we take care of business in league, our projected RPI is clearly good enough to get in. So, I mean, now it's on us to win league basketball games, period.
Starts at George Mason, a place that was tough last year. And they seem improved. How do you avoid a slip-up up there?
Well, I mean, anything can happen in conference play. I think sometimes people think like we're the only team that's trying to win. Like, everybody tries to win, and in conference play, everybody's got good game plans. Everybody knows everybody. So, I mean, you would call it a slip-up, but, I mean, they're like 150th in the RPI. I mean, that's right on the number of where our number. I mean, it's basically a toss-up game when you go up there, like a conference road game. So we got to handle the details and do what we can to try to put our best foot forward and win up there. But it's not it's not easy to win on the road in league against anybody.
You got a lot of programs, top programs around the country, like UConn, Michigan State, Syracuse. They're having a tough time. Do you talk to your players about, just how hard it is to maintain this level that VCU has maintained?
Yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult. We talk about that. Winning's hard. Winning to beat anybody's hard. That's Tim. Tim followed us around all day today. All right? Tim's going to have a little inside piece for everybody. All right? Nobody. I mean, I'm not ruining your secret now. How? Tim, I asked Tim right before we walked out. I said, Tim, what's been the most surprising thing of you following today? He said the level of detail and the attention to detail that goes into everything that's done and the amount of time. I know what Tim was thinking. He's saying, I can't believe y'all spent this amount of time going through all these details on Howard. That's what he was sitting there thinking probably. But, I mean, but we prepare like that for every game, whether we're playing Howard, George, whoever. It's the same preparation. And there's a high level of attention to detail and everything that's done. And so, but winning is hard. Beating any Division I team is not easy to do. If they had all their players tonight, this would have been a dogfight. If they had all their players tonight, this was a dogfight. They were winning at Old Dominion with this same team with 15 minutes left to go in the game. All right, if they had all their players tonight, this is a dogfight. Any Division I team is difficult to beat, and so you have to be ready to go. You have to prepare the right way, and that's the way it goes. Sorry to steal your thunder there, Tim.
Can't wait to read that piece.
Huh?
Can't wait to read it.
It's promoting it.
I'm trying to help you promote it. We'll sell some Sunday papers.
It's just putting pressure on me now.
Huh?
Coach, last year at this time, we had 85 3-game winning streak into conference play. This year, 10-3, 4-game winning streak into conference play. But in your eyes, what has been the biggest difference between last year, this time, and this year?
I mean, we're in the same position. You got to win conference games. You got to win conference games. At the end of the day, you got to win conference games. So we need to reel off, 13, 14 conference wins. We need to do that last year. We need to do that this year. Period. I mean, you got to move past all this stuff. You got to win conference games. That's the bulk of your season. So we need to reel off a lot of wins in our conference. And everybody will be happy. And Matt will get to go back to the NCAA tournament. And, it'll be great. It'll be great. I mean, that's what it boils down to. Preparing every day and, winning league games. I mean, the bulk of your schedule is in league, so you got to be good in league. You got to have great attention to detail. You got to be ready to go every night. We got 4 of our first 6 on the road. So you got to be good on the road. Got to win on the road. We take a lot of pride in that. And that's what it's going to come down to. That's what it comes down to. That's what it boils down to. So, yeah, sorry.
Coach, have you been able to talk to your new players about conference play and the pressure it is to win these kind of big games coming up?
Well, there's no pressure. There's only pressure if you're not prepared. So if you're prepared, you just go play and you do what you're taught to do. I've tried to explain to our guys as best they can, but they won't see it till we roll up in Fairfax on Friday night. Then they'll see what it's all about. I mean, there's nothing you can really do to prepare them. I mean, the Atlantis is about what it's like. It's about what it's like, but you can't really just continually talk to them. You've got to experience it. So we'll get our first taste of it Friday night up there. So starting out on the road, and got to bring our best effort. We need our best effort of the year. We need our best effort of the year every game from here on out. We'll need to play. We'll need to play really well. Complete games. We can't play for 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes. We're going to have to play complete games. And that's what it's going to take. That's what it'll take from here on out, starting with George Mason on Friday.
You didn't play tonight. What if you're ready to go Friday?
Yep, he'll be ready to go on Friday. He'll be dressed out and ready to play on Friday.
Anything else, guys?
Matt, what do you want to ask?
I want to ask how much fun are you having this year? Serious, I'm a perspective, guys.
Fun?
Yeah.
Fun's in the win, and we won tonight, so that was fun. But, we got George Mason on Friday. Not going to be a lot of fun Friday night if we're sitting up there again like we were last year, right? So you got to move. I mean, this train's got to move. You got to move on. You got to move on. We got a lot of work to do to get ready for George Mason. I mean, our preparation is intensive. My assistants do a tremendous job. They've already got all the Mason stuff ready when I get back over there. But I mean, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work, and so we got to get ready for that. So fun's in the winning, though. We won, so that's a good thing. That's a good thing, and then we'll turn the page from there.
practice on Christmas night. How was Christmas?
That was fine. It's fine. Yeah, spent the morning with my wife and then came in here and worked all afternoon, so it was good. It's a good time to work. Nobody else is working, so you can get a lot done. It's a good time to get some work done. So, happy holidays to all you guys. Happy New Year if I don't see you before then.
Yes.